Good morning, and welcome to our webinar, Your Online Service Retirement Application. In our presentation today, we'll be walking you through the Online Service Retirement Application, which you'll access in your myCalPERS account. Before we get started, I want to mention that this webinar, like all of our previous webinars, will be available as a video on our YouTube channel. Access our YouTube channel through our website or directly on the YouTube website at www.youtube.com/calpers. Let's get to the application. There are certain limitations, such as a community property hold, that will prevent you from submitting your application online. If one of these limitations applies, you'll need to submit a paper application. Keep in mind, we can't accept your retirement application, either online or in paper form, more than 120 days prior to your retirement date. There are two ways you can access your online service retirement application in your myCalPERS account. The first way is to go to the Retirement drop-down and select Apply for Retirement link. The second way is to select the Apply for Retirement link shown in the Retirement block. Before you complete your application, we strongly recommend you take a Planning Your Retirement class and receive an estimate of your retirement allowance. You can use the Retirement Estimate Calculator in your myCalPERS account, or if you're within 1 year of your retirement date, you can request a CalPERS generated estimate by submitting the Retirement Allowance Estimate Request form. You're allowed to request 2 CalPERS generated estimates in a year. You should also read the publications Planning Your Service Retirement, Publication 1, and the Service Retirement Election Application, Publication 43. Once you've taken a class, reviewed your retirement estimates, and have read the publications, you can apply online at home or schedule an appointment at your closest regional office. There's certain information you'll need to have ready to complete your retirement application. These items include your beneficiary's Social Security number and date of birth, and your checking or savings account information if you'd like to set up direct deposit. Now that you're ready, select the Start Application button. The Your Application Progress screen shows your progress for the application. Select Continue Application to move to Step 1, your retirement date. Notice the My Application status box. This shows where in the application you are. For the purposes of this presentation, we're going to use our member, John Smith, to work through the application.
John has entered his retirement date and current position title. Your retirement date has to be at least 1 day after your permanent separation date with your employer. Once you've entered the required information, select Save and Continue. I want to point out that you can leave the application at any time and return later. This link will appear at every step of the application. Step 2 asks if you're a member of another California public retirement system other than CalPERS. This is known as reciprocity. Read our publication When You Change Retirement Systems, which is Pub 16, for more information about reciprocity. John is a member of the Sacramento County Employees Retirement System, so he uses the drop-down to select that system and enters his retirement date with that system. As a side note, see the blue underline link. If you click on any blue underlined link, a box will appear to give you more information on that subject. John decides that he wants to include a $500 temporary annuity until age 68. Read our publication Temporary Annuity, Publication 13, and get a CalPERS generated estimate that includes a temporary annuity before selecting to receive a temporary annuity. The online retirement estimate calculator doesn't allow you to request an estimate with a temporary annuity included, so you must complete the estimate request form. The last question asks if you're married or in a domestic partnership. John is married, so he enters the date he got married. If you are currently enrolled in health benefits as the subscriber, you have the option to decline the continuation of your CalPERS health coverage in Step 2. Only select the checkbox if you are declining health coverage. Once you've completed Section 2, select Save and Continue. Choose one retirement option in Step 3. The reason we tell you to get a retirement estimate before you select your option is because the option you choose determines how much you receive in retirement. In this case, John has chosen the 100% beneficiary option.
The Beneficiaries Overview page shows you the benefits your named beneficiaries may receive. Since John has chosen the 100% beneficiary option, he can only name one lifetime beneficiary. He has chosen his wife, Jane. The system will pre-populate any existing relationship, but if you want to name a beneficiary that isn't listed, select Add a Beneficiary. You'll be required to enter their relationship to you, name, date of birth, gender, full Social Security number, and complete address. All employers contract for the retired death benefit, which ranges from $500 to $5,000. If you work for more than one employer under CalPERS and they have contracts for different retired death benefit amounts, we'll pay the highest amount contracted by any employer. John's employer contracts for a $2,000 retired death benefit. He chooses his child Jacob for this benefit. Because John chose to include a temporary annuity to his retirement, he must name a beneficiary for the balance of his temporary annuity if he passes away before his temporary annuity ends. He chooses Jacob for this benefit as well. If your employer contracts for survivor continuance, you'll need to tell us if you have an eligible survivor. The system recognizes that John has a spouse, but he still needs to tell us if he has another possible eligible survivor. John doesn't, so he selects no to the remaining 3 questions. Your pension is taxable, so you'll need to make an election for how you want us to withhold both federal and state taxes. You have 3 choices when making a federal income tax withholding election in Step 6. Choose not to withhold federal income taxes, use the tax tables, or choose not to make a tax withholding election. If you choose not to make a selection, we are required by law to withhold federal income tax as if you're married with 3 allowances. John chooses to withhold federal taxes based on the tax tables at married with 0 allowances. With California income tax withholding, there are a few more options. You can choose not to withhold California income taxes, withhold a flat dollar amount, withhold using the tax tables, choose not to make a tax withholding election, or withhold 10% of the federal income tax amount. Keep in mind, we cannot withhold another state's taxes. John again chooses to withhold based on the tax tables at married with 0 allowances. If you have questions about what you should be withholding, contact a tax professional. We cannot give tax advice. Choose how you'd like to receive your retirement check. John wants to make his check to a personal account. Had he chosen a trust account, he would need to provide the name of the trust, date the trust was filed, and the city and county where the trust was filed, federal tax ID, and address. You have 3 payment method choices: direct deposit, paper check mailed to you, or paper check mailed to your bank. Direct deposit ensures that your monthly payments are automatically and securely deposited at your financial institution. It offers you a reduced risk of loss, theft, or possible forgery of your retirement check, and the immediate availability of funds when you're away from home or unable to receive mail. John chooses to direct deposit his pension. John chooses to deposit his pension into his checking account, which is not a joint account. Your routing number is a 9-digit number usually located on the bottom left-hand corner of your check. Your account number is usually to the right of your routing number. Confirm the financial institution. You have the choice to receive your benefit statement either online in your myCalPERS account or have it mailed. Even if you choose to have your statement mailed to you, you'd still be able to see it in your myCalPERS account. John chooses to receive his statement online.
Step 8 allows you to review your entire application. If there's anything you want to change, select the edit link for that section. John is happy with his application, so he continues with his application. John's wife will have to sign the spouse domestic partner notification form within 30 days of him submitting his application. He can either upload the completed form or mail it in to us. John reads the electronic signature agreement and agrees, so he selects I agree to the following electronic signature agreement. If you don't want to sign and submit online, you can print the retirement application forms and mail them to us. John agrees to the retirement application certification that says the information he has submitted is true and correct to the best of his knowledge under penalty of perjury. John's last acknowledgement is for direct deposit. He agrees, then selects the Sign and Submit button to submit his retirement application. John has successfully submitted his application. His last step is to submit the signed Spousal Domestic Partner Notification form, which he can do electronically. You may need to submit other documents, such as a marriage license or birth certificate. These can also be uploaded. Select the Return to Apply for Retirement link. On the Apply for Retirement page, you can view or cancel your application, and this is where you'll go to upload any necessary documents. So what happens after you submit your application? After we receive your application, we'll send an acknowledgement letter to you and your employer. Once we process your application, we'll send another letter providing the issue date, gross amount of your first check, and some tax information. If you've continued your CalPERS health benefits into retirement, you'll receive another letter confirming your enrollment in retiree health benefits. Finally, if you have specific questions regarding your retirement, contact us using messages. In most cases, we're able to provide a personalized response. When we answer your inquiry, you'll be notified by email that you have a message waiting in myCalPERS. Simply log in to review the response. Our presentation today was intended to provide you with information about the online service retirement application. You can find more detailed information on our website and through the publications we've recommended. And remember, this webinar, like our previous webinars, will be available as a video on our YouTube channel. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to attend our webinar, and have a great rest of your day.